Jessica, did you?
Regular city council meeting for Monday, June the 10th, the city of Ellsworth. All rise and let's say the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible with liberty and justice for all. Okay, the first order of business is the consent agenda that includes the May 28th regular council meeting minutes, the approval of the June 6th special meeting minutes, and the agenda item report, it's AIR 24-100.
Didn't see anything in the minutes. I didn't either. I'll make a motion that we approve May 28th regular council meeting minutes, June 6th special county minutes, and the agenda item report, AIR 24-100. I'll second that.
All right, Councilor Pan has made a motion to approve the consent agenda to include the approval of the May 28th regular council meeting minutes, approval of the June 6th special meeting minutes, and AIR 24-100. And Councilor Renard has seconded that motion. Any debate, concerns? All right, hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion carries. Next section of our agenda is petitions and delegations. For all comments, please state your full name and whether you're an Ellsworth city resident. All comments are limited to 5 minutes per subject unless city council has further questions. Would anybody like to approach the stand here and give us some public comment? Come on up.
Again, Jan Bontrager, Ellsworth Housing Authority, the Pines Apartments. I've come to let you know that the concrete project we started last month is complete. Now we are starting a project to replace defective windows in our apartments. And so I submitted for a building permit and I'm requesting a waiver on the permit fees.
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion to waive the building fees for the Ellsworth Housing Authority Pine Apartments for their window project.
I'll second that.
All right. Councilor Coates has made a motion to waive the building fee for the Pines Apartments, and Councilor Renard has seconded that motion. Any questions or concerns? None? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion carries.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jen?
Anybody else? Nobody else? Okay. Moving on, new business, proclamation of the June 2024 as Elder Abuse Awareness Month. Do we have a guest here?
I wasn't sure. She did, Jamie Shaw.
So we just sign it, hand it to her. Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, I did think she.
Okay, let's go ahead.
Oh, Meredith made the motion.
Oh, you were?
You don't have to ask me.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Let's go back. Come on. Yeah, that's right. We can go back. That's fine.
Okay, thank you. When you go ahead and come. No worries. I'm gonna try this one here. Okay, sorry. Okay. Everything can hear me, right? He's still, he's on. Good.
Yes, she's in some.
Okay, all right, and Don has his mic in front of him, and Cook is good, and Daniel's good, and Tyler's not. Can you please turn yours on, because we can't hear you back here when you're speaking, and it's not on and in front, so thank you very much. Thank you, okay, so I have
5 different things. And the first one, I'd like to know, when you say the pledge of allegiance, you say, where does church and state such as the board versus church in the city of Elbert stand with using under God? Is this a Christian?
Well, if it's Christian, I'm 100% for it. If you do not like God being mentioned in the flag of allegiance, you're welcome to leave the room and then come back in after allegiance.
That's the question.
But I know, I accept as a councilman, the term God at the flag salute.
Nobody has a problem with that?
I don't know.
Okay, well, the reason I asked is because I would like to say a prayer.
Very good.
And no, I don't have anybody that ever done that before, but I thought it was time to say a prayer.
Yeah.
That's my first thing. So,
I thought maybe
and I
you were,
know-
excuse me, I thought maybe you were going that maybe we were anti-God or something there, and I wanted to double check that. Okay, thank you very much, Mary.
You know,
I know you, but I didn't know what you were.
like since 1979 or so.
I'll behave.
Thank you. That's another part of it. That's another thing. That's another, okay, so anyway. I just want to say a basic prayer because I think that it doesn't hurt, and I know myself that our prayer works. And it works really good. So that's, and I don't have anything that hurts, I just say what's going comes to my head, okay? So, Heavenly Father, we are here today to take care of new business, old business, and whatever comes up during this meeting and then this session. We pray that you give strong guidance to everyone. And that you lead us in the right direction as we start this call. In your honor and glory and praise and your brilliance, Jesus, amen. Thank you. Okay. Item number 2. This starts in the 5-minute thing. I don't like the not so nice thing. The not so nice me, I don't like that. So, last week, I started a dialogue over email with and them. Okay. I initiated that dialogue. And I think it went overall pretty well. Not the nicer person, but I want to be my normal. I don't want to be argumentative if that's even wise. I just don't want to be that. And even in Dawson, we're saying it for back and face for him.
Yes, I extended your friendship.
I didn't see that yet.
Yeah, because I can look you up now. I couldn't before.
Oh,
So you should be able to,
oh,
you should have the friend request from me.
oh, check again.
Okay.
I haven't been on very much. Anyways. What I want to say is past time to get away from the past. You can't be living in the past. Nobody can live in the past. You can go back and have memories and you can go back and have issues that have come up in the past, but the past really belongs in the past. It's not moving forward. Right now, we're doing what can be done, talking about things, but we still need to be focused on moving forward and other things. You can't just sit in the past, you can't keep bringing up past issues because whether it's a TBI thing or whatever's going on, but you're going to come out in the end. So there's just no need, and I think that everybody can be nice. And I think that I'm seeing that a lot more. And like I said, I did initiate that dialogue. And again, vote and went back and forth a few times. And I think that we've got things out of order. Because it's not good to like bash on Facebook. That's not good. That was wrong. And I will always say that I'm wrong. I didn't think. So that's what I want to say about that. That's my item 2. Item 3, we had worms. Like all, I don't know, we're getting down.
Friday night, no,
You do, you're in. Yeah.
yes, I do. I have sort of been down to be.
Yeah, I wasn't in town either. We had vehicle issue. Anyways, the storm, it's not been damaged, it damaged homes, and different homes at different extents, it brought down. It brought down the tree. I believe on the high school gym. All cotton tree. And I also found out that it did some other things. With one of them being a large sizable grant came down on Mark Partners. Like SUV, which happens to be a suburban. I wasn't. Of course, Mark Gardner was here, I'd ask him to speak, but he's not. But Mark Gardner did speak with one of council members, and that is, so he sent the document. And so to voice what happened, and he spoke with Mark about the city employee and the city equipment, and
Okay, I have brought that up with Dustin already. And, he is going to address the situation with that individual. And if any discipline is needed, we will take care of that in executive session. But it has been discussed with the city administrator as we speak. And to me, that's the correct protocol to use
that is.
because I was not there to witness it. So this individual,
Individual.
yeah, this individual needs to be interrogated by Dustin and then we'll see how that goes from there. And somebody else is also caught. I don't know who, but somebody else, Dustin said he's heard it from another person also. Is that right, Dustin?
Yes.
So, yes, I forwarded on to Dustin. So, yes, I
Just
did.
wanted to make sure that it was gonna be.
I told him I would do it. I told him I would do it, and I did.
Thank you.
You bet.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
I really do. Okay, let's see, or we had a Lions Cancer event at the rec center.
Yeah, I didn't hear you, Mary.
What?
Excuse me, Mary, I didn't hear you.
We had a nice event, the Alton County Cancer Fund at the rec center. Already did it, second year in a row. And the place was fine for. It doesn't warm. It doesn't have ADA access. And there are people who would go to the high school to the track because you can rent a car, or you can rent a wheelchair, motorized scooter, whatever. You can't do that.
The city didn't have anything to do with that, I mean, putting that on. So, I mean, we didn't have,
But it's this building, who owns the building?
We do.
I know, but can you just talk to them about it? I mean, we just.
I think she's talking about the entrance. That would.
I'm talking about the entrance. It needs to be ADA access.
You're talking about the floor, right? There are ramp that goes up onto the sidewalk.
There is, but the sidewalk also is kind of lacking, it needs a bit of work. It's not really safe. I got on it, I know. And the entrance, it was a lot of mud because of the storm. So there are people who attend this event every year. I don't think they can get in because they're just not. We have some elderly people who also, they're used to parking wherever, and being given a lift, the golf cart, and taken to the track. We don't have that out there, so we need more for ADA. We need that. So that could be looked at. Look at the surfaces, check out where the cement really isn't, where it should be. Is it adequate? Walkway. Or a wheelchair or scooter or a walker. That would be really appreciated. This goes back. And then, number 5. This is really another biggie. This is for Dustin. You said that the cemetery is being surveyed and all of that. What do you base this? What is it based on?
What do you mean?
What do you have an ordinance for that?
No,
No. Do you have any document for that?
we have it with previous maps, in previous rooms.
Okay, you don't have an actual, this is what the city is doing for cemetery.
We do have an ordinance, yes.
You do. Have you thought about putting that in the paper?
We can,
I would really appreciate it and love it if you did.
Okay.
Everybody in town, they know what's going on and they wouldn't be asking questions. And possibly, I kind of like the lot list, like to see that and, oh, maybe we'll do the same thing. We'll do something and get it started on our end. Everybody needs a starting point, and Ellsworth has that starting point, and Ellsworth has had that starting point for many months now. That I, yeah, until someone said, and you said so, so that would be really appreciated for anyone. And that's all I.
Right. Right, so moving back to the Elder Abuse Awareness Month. I'm going to read this and I guess we'll sign it just when we're done with the meeting. How's that?
that's your fault. Maybe I printed it out, Mr.
All right. So the Ellsworth City Council aims to designate June 2024 as Elder Abuse Awareness Month in recognition of the widespread issue of elder abuse. According to the National Council on Aging, 1 in 10 seniors in America suffers from abuse, including domestic violence, financial exploitation, and neglect. Elders in the United States lose billions annually to financial abuse, highlighting the need for community awareness, support services, and effective prevention policies. This proclamation emphasizes the collective responsibility of citizens to protect the dignity, safety, and welfare of older adults, ensuring they are not subjected to neglect or exploitation. All right, so the purpose is to raise awareness about elder abuse, promote community involvement, and support victims in accessing necessary resources and assistance. Jamie Shaw from DVAC will present the proclamation to underscore the importance of these efforts. No budget impact. The recommendation is the City Council is recommended to approve the proclamation of June 2024 as Elder Abuse Awareness Month in the city of Ellsworth, and there's a proposed motion down there.
Hey, Mr. Mayor, I make a motion to approve the proclamation of June 2024 as Elder Abuse Awareness Month and Ellsworth to support the initiative aimed at preventing elder abuse.
I'll second.
Councilor Bernard has made a motion to approve the proclamation of June 2024 as Elder Abuse Awareness Month. The council president Coates has seconded that motion. All right, any debate, concerns about this proclamation? All right, hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion carries. We'll go and sign the proclamation and make it happen. Okay. All right, moving along. So this is a discussion decision regarding 406 North Douglas. And we've just had our public hearing about it, didn't we?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, I make a motion to adopt resolution 2024-14 as presented.
That the resolution is just stating that we're condemning it. Make sure that it's- I was like,
All right, Councilor Bernard has made a motion to adopt resolution 2024-14 as presented. Council President Coates has seconded that motion. Any debate, concern? All right, hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion carries. All right, moving along, this is a discussion decision regarding resolution 2024-15. And this has to do with the fees for daily pool admission. Based on council approved fees from the April 24th, 2023 meeting. This resolution updates those fees. That's the one to go over real quick.
Yeah, just administrative error that.
Okay.
Everything else kind of stayed the same? then?
Yeah.
Just, you had to recorrect that. Okay.
So the fees, we're not upping the fees publicly until next year, right? Or are they?
That you already approved the update last year in April, so we're just reflecting what you approved in April and the fee schedule. We didn't.
So are we charging the wrong fees right now?
I did not adjust these.
Okay,
So we kept the fees as approved last year. I'm just making it, everything match.
okay. Other motions are
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, I'll make the motion to, adopt resolution 2024-15, a scheduled service license and permit fees for use within the corporate limits and service area of the city of Ellsworth, Kansas. I'll second.
All right, Councilor Bernard has made a motion to approve the resolution 2024-15. Councilor Panther has seconded that motion. Any questions or concerns about this? All right, hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Opposed? All right, motion carries. Moving on to the evaluation, the engineering firm submittals for the K 156 Kunkel Drive intersection improvement project.
So last month, in coordination with KDOT, we, as part of the project, we have to do a bid for a design work for the K 156 Kunkel Drive intersection improvement project. I had a total of 4 bids, one from Bowman Company, one from Manesh, one from BG Consultants, and one from Kirk & Michael. And they both have very impressive qualifications, both have experience in all of them. Obviously, Kirk & Michael's been our go-to for decades, and they've done most of the projects in town, so you got that experience, but you got a lot of other people to offer. I just need council to select the one that they are happy with, and I will execute and turn that into, KDOT. Kirk & Michael was the one who submitted the initial grant application of everything.
Was there prices on any of this?
It's just for qualifications.
Oh,
So if you compare their qualifications and select, like obviously Kirk & Michael has the experience in town, they know the town, but there's also the others who have a lot of impressive projects as well. It was hard for me to make a decision because they were all pretty good. Dinesh obviously has worked with us at the airport, so that's. And BG Consultants is the one who did our examination of the water sewer network recently, and Bowman is someone that I was completely new. I just know they're up in Wichita. I think it's Bowman or Bowman.
Good information though. Kirk Michael has the experience in putting multiple turn lanes on one K 156. Which is what we're doing.
I would like to try somebody different. I want some people out there. That's just my opinion, but. What was the name? What was that going to be used on the airport?
Dinesh.
You satisfied with them?
They did a good job on the airport runway. I was more annoyed with subcontractors that they effectively managed it when we complained about it.
They did pretty good. I'd go with Dinesh. I'll second it. We need to make a motion on that?
Yes, you need to make a motion with who you want to be the engineering firm.
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion that we choose Dinesh Engineering for the KDOT. Project number 27KA-727301. I second it.
Council Renard has made a motion to approve Dinesh as the engineer to complete project number 27KA 7273-01. Counselor Panzer has seconded that motion. Any debate or any concerns about that? Jessica and Aaron, do you have any input? Okay, hearing none, all.
I'm good.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion carries. All right, next item on the agenda is the discussion decision on recently installed hot tap valve and proposed hydro stop. I think that one does this one. Thank you, Mr. You can hear me?
I'll be honest, city council, I had a little sticker shock when I got those 5 valves replaced and added to our network to get that one hydrant replaced. I was just, I don't know if y'all felt the same way, but I didn't like the price of those. So I have, I'm kind of right if you have questions, he's right for this company. I asked him to come out and do a presentation, the water crew, and to Brian Bowles. I'm familiar with their work because in Colorado. But it's basically their summation is they will train the system they use, will train our staff to install their valves. Right now, we've got a total of 11 valves that need replaced, and as you know, this week we're continuing to test valves in quadrant B, which means that number is going to be high. And so I'm trying to find new cost-effective ways that our staff can replace our valves, especially with the water watch, or with the water warning and all the other stuff we're doing. Replacing valves is the difference between wasting a lot of money, a lot of water and money during a replacement or during a water break and successful. We have working valves, the staff can quickly isolate the water going to the break, shut that down, get it replaced, which one of our biggest challenges right now in the water sewer crew is trying to find working valves to isolate that. And it is a big hassle and use a lot of staff time trying to go around from neighborhood to neighborhood to neighborhood to neighborhood, trying to track down these valves to shut it down. During water break, I've watched these. So the only way that I can see to get it improved is to do valve maintenance. First step in closing down loopholes in these. So some are higher than others. The fact is that's how you start applications. So what I have asked, the quote you have before you is not a quote. It is not going to be a piece of equipment that says I am pushing one to the department to maintain the equipment we have, as well as having new projects. I hope you've seen the updates I've made with hydrants and with valve replacements, with the work that we've been doing at the lift stations. I'm trying to set the example of our expected both in the streets and in watershed, to get these items fixed. And this is one step in the process. I've gotten valve maintenance done. We got that part of the scheduling. We have to find new avenues so that we continue to pay a contract about $10,000 to hot tap them. It's one option, or we spend the money on this $15,000, which includes training. It includes all the stuff that's in there. It's a system. And that includes the training and lifetime support of our staff. They can always call this company to get help. Basically, they will be responsible for placing these valves. And our valves are old. Like we've got Stanbury tore up. There was 2 things that were replaced there. There was a fire hydrant leaking. And we also found a valve that's leaking. If you look at it, it's busted top. So we got those 2 replaced. What this hot tap will do is the advantage to hot tap versus the old school way of doing it, just shut down the lines and try to get back to doing it is that you can do it while the water pressures. That is the advantage of the hot tap system. It means less downtime for instance and customers. And I really think it's
product. I have experience with it in my previous post, and so it can be. But I do have Brian Cooper on the line to give questions. That is the cost. Those are the two options. Is someone else to do it. And this is probably the best. Product.
A lot of cities use this.
Yes.
Don't have training.
Yes, that's a part of the equipment training that's under there and is part of it. Brian, is that correct?
Yeah, and thank you, Dustin, for inviting me to the call, and hopefully, I think you did a great job explaining it. And hopefully that came through. My connection's a little spotty here, so I think I missed a little bit of what you said, but essentially these valves are intended to be installed at site-specific locations. So like Dustin said, if you've got a valve that doesn't work or doesn't shut all the way, you can put a new valve in right at that point. Or if you've got a position on a piece of pipe where you don't have control, you don't have a valve, you can install these at that point too. So it really minimizes the isolation area when you're doing work, doing, routine repairs and even emergency situations. And the most beneficial part of this is that you're not putting anyone out of service. You're not disrupting service when you install this. So everyone still has water flowing to their households, to businesses, to hospitals, to schools, all critical infrastructure. And it will save you, after your initial investment, will save you money in the long term versus using a contractor for this type of work, which I believe is what maybe you've done in the past.
The contractor probably using the same thing, they probably got the tool themselves now. How big will it go, 12 inches big?
I think it can go even bigger. The system that I'm asking to purchase is at 12 inches, because that's the majority of our network.
And you can always add on to it to accommodate larger pipe too. The nice thing about having the equipment and the ability to do it yourselves is that you're not waiting for a contractor to come out and do it. If you have a situation where you need to put a valve in, you've got a leak or something that you have to attend to, you can do that work immediately. You're ready to mobilize. You can do it on your own time frame.
And we have money for this in the budget.
Water sewer is pretty healthy.
Okay, it's always nice that we haven't made the payment. Yeah. And we don't have to borrow to do some, yes. I'll make a motion that we approve the bid. I gotta get the name just right here. Include the purchase of microscopic equipment as outlined in the proposal for a total cost of $59,120.
I'll second that.
All right, Councilor Panzer has made a motion to approve the equipment, the HydroStop solution, not to exceed $59,120. Councilor Renard has seconded that motion. Any discussion or debate regarding the purchase of this equipment? All right, hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion carries. Go ahead and purchase the equipment.
Very good. Thank you, Council.
All right, unfinished business. The approval of the agreement number 2215-24 with KDOT for the K-156 Kunkel Drive intersection improvement project.
This is Mr. Mayor and City Council. This is just a standard contract that KDOT issues for the project. And essentially it outlines that they will cover up to 95% of all participating costs of preliminary engineering construction engineering up to a maximum of $1.1 million. And then the city of Ellsworth will be responsible for 5% of participating costs up to the state's funding and up until the state's funding limit is reached. And anything over that, we would be responsible if there's any over. That's the downside of this. Or the upside, but it will solve a problem. Which is, that's out of all the accidents. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chief Michael, that's that stretch is a big source of a lot of our accidents in town.
So what do we need to do here? Oh, okay, right down here. Okay, Mr. Mayor, I move that the city council of Ellsworth approve agreement number 215-24 with KDOT for project number 27KA7273-01, K156 Temple Drive intersection improvement project under city connecting link improvement program in the category of geometric improvements.
Could you repeat that?
I'll second.
All right, Councilor Nard has agreed to, made a motion to agree to the KDOT project number 27KA-7273-01. Contract signing, Council President Coates has seconded that motion. Hearing any debate, any concerns about this, anyone? All right. Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion carries. Okay, on to the discussion decision on water warning restrictions for the splash pad, golf course and recreation fields. That's a little bit.
One, I did get some feedback that the citation needs to be updated in the resolution anyway, so it might not be bad, update the resolution. But a couple of things. One, I just wanted to let you just let you know to follow up with what you have asked me to do last meeting regarding the regulation of wells. I did send off all I did make contact with our water commissioner for this area, Kelly, with the Stockton office. And Kelly has forwarded our request on to the chief engineer. I haven't heard anything back from the chief engineer, so more to come on that. I'll keep in touch with you, Dan, and you, Jessica, once I hear anything, I'll distribute that after that. Once I hear something. We have gotten a lot of feedback, initial feedback, that I wanted to let you know about, just from the citizens of what we've seen on Facebook and what we've seen just in the community and what I've heard. Some people are questioning the golf course exemption. It seems like a double standard. That is what some of the people are feeling. I also wanted to get guidance on the splash pad. Ron, if you want to come up, he's also wanting to get some guidance because he's been wanting to plant his soccer field for the last several years. And so I know there's watering requirements for that. I would just like to request your guidance on all these so we know exactly what we need to do.
So I guess as far as the soccer field, like football field, pad out there, that's something we started 2.5 years ago. And of course, there's been issues that's come up and, the plan was to plant Bermuda grass down there last summer. Well, with water restrictions, we didn't do that. And then, of course, I still play some flag football on there. It's basically weeds is what it is, but there's no sticker down there because we spray for that stuff. But of course, we had the issue with the concrete trucks, when they were doing the sidewalk back down there. So, but they made it right, came in and fixed it. But so we had to move somewhere else. So I guess I just need direction as far as, because Patrick would bring his equipment in and we would see the Bermuda grass. But of course, Bermuda likes hot weather and water. And that would be in July. And, when you plant grass, you gotta keep it wet. And so I guess I'm just looking for direction if we'll be allowed to do that or not.
I can give my 2 cents. I'm thinking the water restrictions is actually mandated by the state of Kansas, right?
No,
Oh, it's still,
it's
all recommended our water state
the
management.
the governor, I don't know all the particulars of it, but I do know that I just checked, the governor did put some water warning.
Okay. So I mean, because the homeowners water Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday to maintain their equipment and grow their gardens. We're using water, some conservation to maintain what we have. That's good, but I can't see reseeding and putting in new turf and using all that water.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I guess where I'm coming from, when we started this like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's just one thing after another. I mean, I get the water restrictions and people on the highway drive by and it's, it's still an afternoon.
So we're asking, well, I'm asking someone to conserve more water. Then the city, we're gonna be planting grass on our soccer fields. I don't think that's the image we want to present to our local patrons after we're asking them to conserve and we're gonna open up a big area and plant grass too. I can't
But
go.
when are we ever gonna get it done?
I know.
It is, we played on it, it's bad. So it's just close to stuff.
Yes, sir.
It is bad, but
That's just my opinion. I'm only.
No, that's fine.
Only one person that, I know that if the sprinklers running out there and all that, my phone's gonna probably ring off the wall. Why does the city, why does the city do this? That's, well, I voiced my opinion. It's maybe the first time.
And that's the thing too, sometimes you make an investment in something that, would get done and.
Yeah.
Some city,
They says that's way better, I'm gonna be in a flood again.
it's true. But
Gary has a question.
Isn't there a type of grass that doesn't need to be watered that can be used? Are there some varieties that?
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to. Plan to do is you have to water to get it established. I mean, like the Bermuda and buffalo grass, that's the most heat resistant grass you can plant. So to start, you're gonna
I don't water grass at all.
well, but it's not new grass, you have grass already established.
It's
Once it-
installation, it's special, I believe, so it doesn't
That takes a long.
really.
that takes a lot of water.
Right? That's boring.
Next phase of rain.
And I look at it, too, it's not something, it's not like my yard, it's private property and nobody else, I mean, it's something that everybody can use in town too, it's what it is. It is.
I see both sides. Just wanted to say that, well, that's gonna get thrown back at us.
So, I just might add, last year when I raised all that money and got grants for the irrigating outfits. Well, I understand we were watering all of July because where those trenches were, you had to keep them moist for that grass to come up. The plan was to overseed this, in July, but that would be the same problem. You'd have to water. I mean, if I had a choice, I'd rather get the soccer field done and oversee the ball. I mean, the ball is fun.
And the hotter it is, and better they like. Yeah, Very catch 22.
Well, in all of these situations coming up is gonna be a catch 22 because the splash pad's another one I'm asking for your consideration. Also with the wells, I had some constituent feedback today about the judicial process of enforcing the wells, like how can we do that without a meter on the wells, and that would cost additional, so. And who would pay for it is another decision that I was gonna bring to your attention. Brett, the well thing is still way off because we have heard from the chief engineer.
Well, if you guys want to just give me some money, I can turn it on that.
I think that's.
I just have a quick question. Is there the possibility of watering enough on the odd even days? I mean,
Probably not because, once that initial top of that soil gets dry, you have to keep the water, that seed that won't take off.
Yeah.
And we encourage people to water like 7 p.m., 7 a.m. if you're that there. That's the route.
It's the same problem as you get in the middle of the afternoon and that gets dry and needs water. That's,
Once that seed dries out.
It's gone. It's down and kept with.
is. I mean, I've had, for that soccer field, I've had the seed for 2 years. I mean, I know it doesn't go bad, just you don't open the bucket, but.
And it's not cheap either.
We're going to seed.
So how long does it last? I mean,
Well, Patrick told me it was as long as you don't open it.
No, there's still a little bit there.
I said, so that's one piece to this,
Yes. The recreational field, I also wanted to get. If you want to see it, just because we've had a lot of commentary regarding the golf course exception, I wanted to revisit that, to make sure that is a decision of the board and this, we
do
can.
we want to piecemeal this or do we get it?
I'm open to suggestion. I'm just bringing you all the concerns and
Yeah.
the guidance that we need.
Why don't we just handle this while it's here?
Okay.
I'd like to do one, yeah, that makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah, go on. All right, so we, on motion, we continue watering the field.
Aaron,
But go ahead, Aaron.
Dustin, I don't think, if anything, I think you just need to, how much of this is a misunderstanding on the golf course with people thinking that we use city water on the fairways when we don't? It's just the greens. And I don't think you want to lose out to $300,000 in taxpayer money to lose the greens. I think that needs to be taken into consideration because that's a huge investment that you already have in place. So why risk losing it? Secondly, I don't think, I mean, I'd want to hear from Patrick that we're within our legal right to touch somebody's wells. I think that's crossing the line there to say what people can and can't do with that. That's all.
So back to the.
Yeah, that goes back to what I was saying. We need to maintain what we have at the moment, just maintain it. But starting a new project with the water restrictions, I don't know which way to go on that. I'm gonna leave it up.
Do you have any idea how much that grassy? Like how much it's been?
It used to be $15 a pound.
I mean, it's as far as, it's not. But I mean, it's, I don't know, it was probably 50-pound bucket, it's maybe $200, $300. And you know, it's just one of those things, it's, you know, can't water, I mean, you know, the predicament is this is gonna be an ongoing problem every summer. Probably, if that's the day and age we're in. And you know, you tell me no, I'll probably start looking to see what if I can turf it. And get people to, you know, there's grants out there. I mean, always gotta keep your open-minded, look at different options. Because you know, like I said, it's
And I
going
don't
on here too, and
guns running around either, so that.
but I guarantee it, I drove that field out there. I haven't put a fence around it.
Yeah.
Well, we're not, okay, so the state's not forcing us to conserve anything.
No.
I don't- I mean, okay, we haven't got bad enough where the state should.
well, the state has started having us monitor some of our junior rates. They are starting to have us adjust our usage.
That's what I meant to say. We were at the state, did they tell us to shut down one well?
Tell us to conserve use, which is better to just shut it down with all the logistics of trying to meet the two.
I'd like to see it get done, but it's done. Because if we, next year, we're gonna be, I mean, who knows? We just don't know. And it's jump. I mean, you got other teams coming, they play on, it's jump. Looks, you know that. If you've ever played on, you know, which we have. And if we don't, I think we ought to. Do it. People, I mean, if they can call me and hey, I'm gonna water my 3 days, I'm gonna go. Anyway, we need to do it. You know. That's my opinion. I said. I mean, if we're gonna water the green, let's get water that, get it done, and then it's not gonna take it too much. What's
That's what all I know, we just kind of get into, but I mean, it's just.
But
You see more and more people, you know, with water issues we do have,
Yeah,
putting in turf.
putting in turf.
I have no idea what it would cost. I mean, I know.
would you have to concrete that first, have a concrete pad, to put the turf
I
on?
know that's- I mean, like the school, we did theirs.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean. But when I. Larger. and like
Yeah.
there's
Turf's initially expensive, but what you save in the long haul in terms of the water use, it's huge.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're gonna be able to afford it though.
But like I said, I mean,
You could have turned into a grant writing vote.
Yeah. You know, you get it.
You put it in defense and we're protecting our investment.
because you'd have to put events, it's like, when there's events out there like rodeo and different things.
Yeah,
It's,
horses on
you know,
So I mean, I guess, I don't know that you wanna look into that, I mean, I'd say we were gonna go grass, let's do it, if not, let it go dry and look at it.
I'm a proponent of the turf option because of the watch. That's my,
And it's probably gonna get it better even.
not at the last 3 years.
I guess don't plan, right?
That's your goal. That's why I can say here.
Motion, so if nobody's gonna make a motion, then we. Want to make a motion to pursue turf, or is that just something and then he can have a proposal?
see, I mean, I can always give them, my dimensions, I mean, we might have to go in there and stuff, might have to. And do some.
some underlayments and. You have to.
Maybe just. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I can talk to
honestly, I think I'm gonna just plant it, water it, make it look nice, let the kids enjoy it. I think we're.
Well, if we're doing turf though, then no, I mean,
Right, of course.
we wanna look into that, say,
Well, 2 weeks make a big difference in planning.
when,
well, I mean, it'd be in July.
Okay, July, so you'd have 2 weeks until our next meeting, maybe call some people, get some estimates on the turf.
Last time get somebody out here, that's.
Yeah. We could wait 2 weeks and see if we can get any pricing on the turf and make that decision.
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
let's do that.
Let's do that.
But just to be honest, I mean,
That's something we need this year.
well, I'm just saying, what it's gonna take, it's gonna take grant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I just know with my budget and stuff, there's just no budget.
yeah,
I mean, that's how it was when I did the Bill Ballfield project out there, both phases, of course, you just gotta,
It's gonna take maybe a year or two to get.
Oh my. Actually, but I mean, I would feel more comfortable finding a grant and getting businesses up again like I did with the mall. I mean, they've done enough for, for right now. I just wouldn't feel right even that, going back to them
Yeah, you're right.
and ask.
And we've already got the seed.
But then if you get the word out there, used to say somebody might call. Say,
I mean, it
don't
would be,
donate some.
what would you lose by seeding it, seeing how we liked it? And then just keep looking into the turf every year, I mean, we wouldn't be out that much by doing that.
No, I mean, basically just to be honest with, when we're watering, we just put up a makeshift watering system.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like we're gonna have an irrigation system out there.
so in 2 years, if we decide to go with turf because we're tired of this process, we're not out that much just by going down the road with the water.
No,
we can see it ourselves. In the city.
Yeah.
That's right.
What's our decision here? Is our decision to move forward?
I can come back in 2 weeks and I can see like.
Okay, I think I would
Let's
accept.
do that,
Let's do that.
because, if I come back, turbines $100,000, you're like, I don't think I can raise it. I mean, just, yeah. But I just, my first call would probably be, to school and see what they think. To redo their, they just had to replace the turbines. I don't know if they had to replace all their line stuff for that or not, but
They had these great big white bags delivered, is that saying?
I think that was their mulch.
Mulch, yeah.
I'll do some checking.
Okay. Thank you.
So,
Yeah,
thank you.
So what do we do about the golf course? And we get to the splash pad too.
Well, the golf course is just sharing with you some of the feedback. Obviously,
Right now.
Aaron brings up some good points, like they are very water conservative.
Yeah.
They use a lot of our wastewater already for the greens, and we're coming up with plans and with the approval, of course, but I'm gonna present some design plans to expand the storage of black waters, which is the dirty water from the, and so we can use more of that. I'm not as worried about the golf course as I am about the
So we're gonna leave the golf course the same. We're gonna get feedback on the, field rec center. What do you want to do about the splash pad? I think the feedback last year was real valuable. I mean, the community really wanted it left open. We're gonna put a wall up to, and on windy days, we're gonna close it.
Yes.
And I think that's the first step. And then we got into that creative scheduling and creative problem. It was, no matter what we did, it was just hard to follow, right?
Logistically, yes.
It was hard.
We've got the new sign now, which, once we have to get back into it, and figure out how to use it, but once we get to the sign to work, once we get the sign to work. But we're talking about constant running of water 7 days a week.
So you don't like that?
Well, from a water conservation standpoint, no.
Have we got the leak fixed?
City Plumbing and the water crew did, we discovered there wasn't leaks, it was just a matter of maintenance. So I want to thank Mitch and City Plumbing for helping us fix that.
Good deal.
What are the hours of operation?
Right now, it's currently 10 AM to 9 PM.
That's different, trying to do.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah, it was Monday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
And it only runs once someone's actually there using it, right, then it shuts down. It's not just.
I think it's constant.
It's constant.
Oh, I thought you were, but
Yes, you have to push a button, but
Okay, so if no one's on there, there's no water being used, right?
no.
So they have to push the button to use it. So it's not running 20.
What about that wall? When we have it?
It's not, I'm not scheduled that yet, so that's, I have to get to.
do you have any estimates for the cost of that? I mean, we can,
I need to get that done.
because I feel like we could maybe. Speaking from like one of that, maybe we could tap into a little bit and see if they could help with. Keep it open.
Because they have this one centimeter, it's more than explained.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not big, but it's, yeah. Lovely. Me personally, I feel like it's an amenity. We should keep it open as much as possible, but I mean, what if we just moved it back 10 AM to 8 PM, but then it was like day, close to the days. I know it's only an hour, but every little bit helps in it. And then maybe 10 to 8 or 10 to 9, excuse me.
What's the hours?
1 to 5, 6:30 to 8 during the week, and 1 to 6 on Saturdays.
And I'd like to see too, like what the usage looks like. I don't know if there's.
No, I don't have anybody. Unless I hang out there.
Oh, right.
There's not a meter on this.
I can track the water usage, so I guess it's one way to try to isolate it.
Yeah.
So you said, have you gotten feedback on the splash pad on the
No.
participation?
No.
I felt like last year I got asked quite often, at least once a week, is it open? Is it open? When is it gonna be open?
It's on basement.
Yeah, I just feel like, yeah, we'd be doing the community a disservice by closing that. I understand it might make us look a little hypocritical, but.
Or the other thing is we can keep it open until we're kind of voluntary water restrictions right now.
No, we're on waterboarding.
Water.
We went a step above.
So we can have it open until the state issues the next step, then we have to say, okay, we did our best. The state saying this, we got to shut it down.
I mean, you accept.
You would accept that thing, but you get the one who stays. I say keep it open until we get into the next phase mandated by the state. So does that make sense?
Yep. I have permission to update the resolution. I'm gonna republish the resolution. I have. The one last thing that the staff wanted me to ask you about is the car wash. Yeah, should we add the car wash to the list of exemptions?
I owned the car wash years ago. We built an automatic up there. And people don't realize that a car wash, you use 75% less water washing your car wash than you do running those in your front yard.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, hard. The yard washing the car.
Or maybe just leave it running in summer.
How it's running or they spraying or the kids around there playing with it while you're doing it. So actually the car wash actually saves more water than doing home washing by in your driveway. And the reason I know that is from statistics when I own them. So you can check it out if you want to, but here's again, business. We can't know if we can just start pointing fingers at different businesses. No, you can't be open. You can be open. I don't think we need to get that.
Yeah.
I think they can get that now, unless we go in a major warning from the state that we're all going to just all of our. That's my opinion.
Well, the good news is we talked about this a lot last year and kind of.
I do on water restrictions back in 2000 or 1999 when we put the car wash in. The same time we opened it, we went into water restrictions. That was a good move.
I appreciate that. I got the feedback I needed from you. And so I have permission to update the resolution. I do have to update the citation because it refers to the wrong citation.
We need a motion to approve that.
We go through exactly what you want to do, so I get a list, so I can clear.
Can we post the resolution in the paper too?
Sure.
Well, yeah, city girls get it all typed out and you'll get it to get it.
All I need is like first thing in the morning, does it go in the paper?
Okay, what do you think, Andy?
I mean, you could just tell me right now if you want, just go down the list. Okay, this is what we're doing for the golf, this is what we're doing for the spike. You just say boom, 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 boom.
So the golf course remains unchanged. So the golf course will remain exempt.
Okay,
K&K Car Wash is exempt.
okay,
We are going to postpone the decision on the soccer field and the rec fields until next meeting.
And splash pad.
And the splash pad we're leaving open and I'll be working on getting data or getting bids to build them.
and the hours on,
10 a.m. to 9 p.m., correct?
Do we want to change it? Do we
I
leave
didn't
it?
get a clear answer.
I can say even just.
Even
Keep
second.
it consistent.
Same hours as before, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Monday through,
So
And so our water restrictions, we're not telling people they can only, it just says may water, right? Can't force anybody's hand.
no, although some of the suggestions I got us to change the language to can. But yes, I probably should change it in the resolution and only, because right now the way it's worded is should ideally.
And so if I am even,
Be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
I'm watering on Friday, what's it?
If I were to adhere to the way it's written, the police department would issue.
And then what happens if it happens again?
You get a first offense. Which is,
But no jail time, right?
no, we've already changed jail time. There was just, bless you. There was a concern that it wasn't updated on the code. The city clerk's office has to send updates to our code publisher every 6 months, but the ordinance is still active.
And one thing that's gonna help is that a lot of these businesses have their water on timers, and they haven't thought about, oh, I need to change my timer inside with the watering system that the city proposed. So there's people need to adjust their automatic sprinklers at the banks, different places in business, because it was raining the other day, and I see automatic sprinkler systems going on in the rain.
Yeah.
So makes a difference.
So will this we can post, once you get it revised, we can post it in the paper, and do we send it out with water bills?
We can if that is something to do. But I know Angela has scheduled a nonprofit to, do you have one for this one?
Do you know, Don, have you sent out water bills in the past? I'm just thinking, like, people that don't get the newspaper, don't watch our city council meetings, like, how are they gonna know?
I can work with Angela on getting it in. The only snag on that is that she already made a commitment to a nonprofit for this month, and we don't know. I have to check. But I'll get it in the next one.
And it goes back to saying, we are here because they put us here to look out for their interests. So the decision we make are hopefully going to reflect that that's what the community wants us to do. So,
That's why I wanted to bring these to your attention, so I could. So thank you.
It's not what they need to let us know. That's our decision was wrong, but until then, we're doing the best we can.
I will get that to you tomorrow. I need to get that updated in a minute. And would you be able to stop by tomorrow morning? What time do you need that tomorrow morning? I'll have it ready for soon morning.
A stands for out, S stands for what?
All right, so that knocks out that issue. Good. All right, next on the agenda, mayoral appointments. We've got 5 people up for appointment. We got the tourism and convention committee. I did find 2 people. That was really pretty fun. It wasn't hard at all. So Ratika Vodka, Jeannie Klein and Elena Gonzalez, that will be the tourism convention committee. City staff, with the city attorney Patrick Hoffman, city administrator Dustin Stanbaugh. Just a couple of words about that. We had a lot of dialogue in the last month, very positive, productive, constructive, all the great words. And, you know, we're gonna kind of work towards, you know, being better as an organization. And I think the first step is trusting each other and building a plan. And today is part of that plan. So we're gonna go ahead and appoint Patrick and Dustin with work for all of us, really. And I think the other thing too, we've got to really start thinking about is we're trying to recruit people to our organization. The pettiness doesn't help. We're looking at some really good people. They're good. And we don't want to show them the pettiness that we've kind of gotten bogged down in over the last month or two. So I think that's another motivation. And I started also reading about Prairie Village, Kansas. Start reading about that, and it's what a mess, an absolute political mess. And it just kind of made me realize that we don't want to trend at all in that direction. They've recalled their mayor. They tried to recall the mayor 8 times. On the 9th time, there's going to be a recall. Just you got to read about it. It's local government gone wrong, and it's sad. It's just very sad. We don't want to be like that. So I think today is a step in the right direction. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay?
Just do under one motion.
I think so.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that we approve the three appointees for tourism convention and city attorney and city administrator.
I'll second.
All right, Councilor Renard has made a motion to approve the tourism convention committee members and the city staff members. Councilor Panzer has seconded that motion. Any debate, any discussion, concerns? All right, hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion carries. Onward to department heads. Fire department report is there for you to read. Jeff, did you want to talk about the police that made calls for service at all?
Go back to a normal distribution, you have to break down, but a little over 200 is normal price.
Very good. Okay, city attorney, Patrick, you have anything?
No, this Friday is the city attorney's conference. I'm looking forward to going to that. That's one guy can go.
Okay, very good. Enjoy yourself. City clerk, Mandy, you have anything?
No,
All right, city administrator, Dustin.
Just wanted to thank City Council for the guidance you provided me tonight. It's huge.
Good.
And I also wanted to thank the staff. We've had a couple of weeks. It's been kind of rough on the public works side. Prison, we're working with the prison pretty closely to fix the problems. We have to fix the lift station. Yeah, we've had staff there every weekend the last couple of weeks. We also, we're resolving issues, but I'm going to thank the ECF for the job they have of working with us, helping us solve problems. So, I did want to let you know, I got a policy coming down the pipe, but I've already kind of pulled the trigger. I hope y'all don't have an issue with it, but I realize that we're not paying our own call staff the way that other cities do, and I feel like we're doing a disservice to our call staff. So I did start paying, I'm in the process of drafting the policy, and I'll work with Patrick to get you a final version for approval. But I felt that my on-call staff works. And just for the price of overtime, and a lot of other cities pay them a stipend plus 2 hour minimum each time I call them out. So I've started giving them a $250 stipend for the 2 that I've scheduled on call, because as with that, I expect them to be in town. They have to be within a half hour of 10. And so just for that commitment, I wanted to give them something extra.
what departments, have an on-call person?
Right now it's water sewer. Occasionally I call in the streets department when I need help, and the police department. But I wanted to let you know I was doing that. I didn't ask permission first, but I was hoping to get your blessing, because I think it's a good thing to let our on-call staff, or Tyler joined me for one of those sessions on Saturday night. We were up until about midnight. We were all tired. So I just anything I can do that doesn't break our budget, but shows a little thanks. So if council doesn't have an issue, then I'm asking for yours.
Does that sound good?
Blessing.
Thank you. Anything else, Dustin?
No, thank you.
All right, Aaron, you have anything?
Nope, I'm almost at my game, so I'll be getting off.
Okay, all right, enjoy your game. Tyler, you have anything?
Not right now, no.
Dustin?
This is a complaint. The sink in the women's restroom always sprays me, and we fix it.
Okay.
I come back to meetings and I'm like, so.
Very good.
It's just a minor complaint, but I.
That's-
Meetings.
I mean, I used to get sick going in the building, smell a lot better, thank you.
That was fixed because of in the basement, there is a pipe that goes along the kitchen line, and that had a crack on top. No, I spotted to check that.
Thank you. Jessica, do you have anything else? All right, Don, what's yourself?
2 little things. I got a text from a lady that lives out where the housing is, maybe the housing, restricted houses, saying she got a letter about the city wanting to change zoning. Could you explain that so we can put it on the record? That's
Yes, sir. Delvin and I are making a administrative change. We originally were attempting to fix the zoning in that area, and we forgot to account for the planning view apartments. We don't have the zone right, so we're rezoning it R3 the way it should be. Did I get that right, Delvin?
Yeah, when I rezoned the Good Sam land for the towers, I was thinking that apartments were still part of Good Sam, so I rezoned them too. Well, now they're not properly zoned, so we're just rezoning where it should be.
We're talking about like the old Rover's Cottage?
Yes.
It's just,
Like, we're talking about Rover's Cottage
no,
or the
not
new
the
one?
new houses.
Okay.
The new house, because the lady that said it lives across the street from the new houses, and she doesn't understand why we were rezoning it. So I just wanted to ask, get that in the paper, why we are rezoning it. it's not gonna affect their land values or anything, or their taxes, it's just, we're doing it correctly, we're correcting the mistake.
That's correct. We were, well, the original reason was because the zoning where the towers were at was not properly zoned. So we fixed that problem. We just didn't account for the current apartments, so we're now correct. And then in the same light, I did present, I am following through with your R1 request. And at the public hearing on Wednesday with the planning commission. And we had 4 people come to that meeting and they all are requesting a park. And they also wanted me to check into coming up with a park, an additional zoning option for park. In general, all 4 of them unanimously like the open area, and so I'm just, they're requesting a park. Right now, the planning commission is currently evaluating that, and they've given me an official recommendation next. And then I'll have it before you next. But just, that was an update.
Okay, great. I want to clear that up. The other thing I have is a special thank you to Dustin and the city employees, city council and the community. Is that I called Dustin Friday night about 11:30. And I said, I think we're gonna need to open the limb pile now by the city water department. And speaking for all the patrons of the city of Ellsworth, I think they really do appreciate having that limb pile because that gave them all weekend to get their yards beautification up for Ellsworth. You mentioned not having that open, no one had no place to go for that stuff. If you see the size of that pile, that's tremendous.
I also, yeah.
As an individual, I think the city and as a city councilman, I think we did a great service to the city. Yeah.
I also want to thank the staff because I understand some of the discussion earlier, but the fact is that they got the job done. And they got the streets cleared because I was driving right after the storm and there was multiple places where there were branches blocking us the driveway, including yours. And so they got it cleared.
Because last time we did that, we had a major problem. People were cleaning out the garages or sheds and taking the stuff down and throwing it on the lot. And so far, I've not seen any of that, so I'd like to thank the people for behaving and only taking limbs, branches and stuff, not taking their household trash to a place that's supposed to be a community instead of just throwing all your trash in there. So far, I've not found any trash at all. I keep driving around and checking. And if anybody sees people dumping trash, speak to them or report it to the city of Ellsworth. We can't have that. Or we're not gonna be able to do it. That's what it boils down to.
Anything else, Don?
That's all I've done.
All right, for me, just a couple of things. Had a great opportunity, I think Saturday night to go to the cancer fund. Got to go to the survivor dinner for the first time. You know, my wife's a 3-time cancer survivor, so we've been through it. We've seen it all and don't want to see anymore. It's tough. Met a lot of people and just seen all the people in the county that have had cancer, you know, wakes you up. And just the fact that we keep the money in the community is really a smart thing. That's so smart. Met Chris Fink, who started it 15 years ago, and now the Mogg family's kind of kept it going. You know, maybe we could have a tent there next year, 1 year, have a little team out there, but great event, great local event. So I appreciated that. Just a reminder also that Cowtown's coming up and there's a meeting Wednesday night. We still need volunteers. We need people who want to help plan the event and people that will help during the event. That's going to be one of the keys to having a great event year after year is volunteers. We've got people who can do a lot of it. We're going to need to double our workforce, but I'm hearing that everywhere. Churches and schools, they're just having a hard time getting volunteers. So as much as I can mention, I want to mention it. So that said, I don't have anything more that I can think of at this point. Do we need to have an executive session?
Yes.
Okay, all right. How many minutes do you want?
I think it will take less than 10, less than very long.
Okay, you want to just do it for 10 or?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Mayor, I make a motion to go into executive session. Body for the administrator and city attorney to discuss matters of attorney's client privilege.
I'll second it.
Oh, pardon me, to come out at 7 p.m.
I'll second it.
All right, Council Costa made a motion to go into executive session for attorney-client privilege. Counselor, Panther, second that motion to come out at 7 o'clock. And that would include the city council, city administrator, city attorney, and the city clerk?
No.
No, city clerk, okay. Hearing